Hello everyone, Rambospenguin here, giving you another gameplay commentary on Black Ops 2. Today we'll be talking about overpowered weapons, pros and cons of each, um, of using an overpowered weapon, and just kind of, why you should use it, maybe why you shouldn't, and my personal thoughts on it. And to go along with this commentary, I have a gameplay of me using the Remington. I thought it would fit really well because this gun used to be really OP. I don't know if you would consider it OP anymore, but I know people are always upset about shotguns for whatever reason. But anyways, just to kind of start it off, if you don't know already, overpowered or OP refers to any gun or just weapon equipment or perk whatever that the community or other person might consider too good and and needing of readjust, but we'll get into that later. First off, I'm going to list the pros and cons of each, starting with the pros. First off, obviously a good gun is going to get you good scores, there's no doubting that. If you just know the right style and how to work it, then you are pretty much set. Like you can see here, I'm kind of taking advantage of the shotgun and really going in for close quarter combat. Which is something you would want to do for a shotgun or an SMG and like a sniper, like those guys I just killed on the roof. You would want to take advantage of using those long lines of sight and really getting the best out of that weapon, which is something that might not make a weapon seem overpowered because obviously if you have a assault rifle at a long range, shotgun's got no match against that. Assault rifle is going to win 10 times out of 10. So does that make that OP then because the shotgun can't do anything against it? I don't know. It's sometimes things are OP, sometimes they're not. Personally, I don't think the Remington is OP because it's a shotgun and if you're in close quarters, you're gonna die. But if you're long range, you're not. Same thing can go for snipers. But, anyways, in general, your performance is going to be high as long as you know how to work that. And also, overpowered weapons allows almost anyone to be on top. This kind of goes along with, you don't have to be a good player to do good, generally using an overpowered weapon because by using it it will allow you to get scores that you've never been able to get before, and because of this can even the playing field or not, because if you have if you have this really good weapon and the players who do bad start doing better, does that mean the people who do good do worse? It's just, I don't know, it's a tough debate because it's really, who's winning here? Is it kind of yin and yang where it kind of balances each other out, or maybe not? Do you need more than one overpowered weapon to make sure that the playing field is even, or make a bunch of really, not so good guns? It's really controversial and it's kind of interesting. Anyways, moving on to the con side, there's always the negative reactions that people get from the community as a whole, people in game getting killed by these weapons, which makes up the community, and never is a good thing. And I would say like Treyarch and Sledgehammer, I think it was from Modern Warfare 3, and a little bit of Raven Software also, but I think that was more on the maps. Anyways, they definitely do hear that. Like Robert Bowling's famous quote, screw you, Last Stand. That was deemed overpowered and took it out and he replaced it with Final Stand. But, anyways, using overpowered weapons can also be seen as, frowned upon because in order to do good, you have to use this gun. That type deal, which I don't know, maybe people just use it because they want good scores, just totally dominate the other team, whatever. Um, Also, it is seen that the overpowered weapons are overused, which makes them cheap and cheap to use. That's debatable, I guess, because if you're not using this gun, then you might not do good. But if you're doing bad, then why wouldn't you use it? Which I guess could go into the cheap part. But anyways, another aspect of it would be not having actual skill when it comes to using this overpowered weapon, or no skill is needed for this overpowered weapon. Um, which I would disagree with, but that part of it is still seen by people like, like, that the reason they're only doing good is because they're using this weapon, and some people want to do good just to do good, maybe get a gameplay or whatever. Lastly, another con to using overpowered weapons would be the incredibly high rage factor, as you may have seen in our other videos. Ryan rages. A lot of people rage. I rage. I mean, it's human. But I think these overpowered weapons, whether overpowered or not, definitely do contribute to the very high rage factor. Yeah, it's just kind of fuels the fire there that this gun is stupid and overpowered, no one's doing anything about it, and it's so cheap, and I'm trying to use this gun but it's not working out, and it's just a mix of emotions there, mostly negative. um, but do the negatives outweigh the positives, or do the positives outweigh the negatives? It's pretty controversial debate, Call of Duty wise. It's, I don't know. It's really hard for me to side either way, because as most topics, there is a downside, many downsides. There's many upsides. It's really crazy, and there's also this negative reaction by community, as I was talking about before, which creates a buff or patch. If it makes overpowered guns not OP, if it makes underpowered guns OP. KSG was bad in Modern Warfare 3 and Black Ops 2, but those got both buffed, and now everybody hates them pretty much. Because you can get some wicked distance on that KSG for sure. But is this a good or a bad thing? I mean, it's really, really hard to decide, and I just would like you guys to think about that. Post your comments below. I'd be interested to hear what you guys have to think about this. It's a really interesting topic. It's, you can swing either side, really. It's, after going through this and thinking about it frequently, I still can't really make a decision, because part of me wants to think that it's this way, part of me wants to think it's that way. I don't know, but when you're in the heat of the moment, definitely overpowered guns are really annoying. And so I will conclude with that. If you guys like this, please drop a like or a comment or subscribe, whatever. And just wanted to thank you guys for watching.